at how to create your Google account, which dominates the email account. Because for you to, say you everyone that has a Google account is entitled to all these Google tools that we have in here, right? You're entitled to that. And then we are going to look at how to work with Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Forms, right? So those are the things we will be looking at today. So right in, remember I talked about Google tools um being categorized into five categories. And the first one we talked about is how Google tools help us to improve our productivity and our collaboration, right? So now the beauty of using Google tools, maybe for your Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Docs, is when you want to share it to somebody, because it is, remember the idea of what we said yesterday, that Google tools are cloud based tools, right? They are cloud based tools. So the beauty in here is you don't actually have to stress yourself about downloading it and sharing it to third parties. All you just need to do is to is to um is to actually send the link to them and grant them the access to make use of it, right? So that is the beauty. And another thing I told you is that it helps you to, even if you don't have a laptop, you can actually use your phone. Why? Because it is cloud based. As long as your phone can access the internet, you can actually make use of that, right? So now I'm going to share a new tab, and on this tab I'll just go to I'm coming. Let me just put, so now the Google tool list. Remember I told us that we have a lot of Google tools, a wide range of tools spread across categories of analytics, marketing, productivity, development, and the rest. So when you put out a list of Google tools, you just put Google tool list, it's going to show you all the tools we have, and you can see them, right? I even picked just a few number. You can see that we have something like the Google Voice. Yes, for people who are actually abroad that they want to make use of of to make voice calls, you can actually use the Google Voice. You can even use the Google Group to group maybe your leads. We have the Google Checkout. So we have a lot of things, and even Google Shopping. So I might not had even put them all out, but these are like some of the list. As I said, Google has over 40 products, right? They have over 40 products, and they keep, with time, they keep deducting anyone that is not making out money for them, or people are not using it, they let it go, right? So but this is like few of the tools in here, right? So let's head back to, we talked about how we need um to create first, because for you to actually have a Google account, for me to be able to have a Google account, right, I must have an email. So your email actually gives you access to all these tools. If you don't have an email, you will not be able to have access to these tools, right? You will not be able to have access to these tools, right? So back to it. So the first thing I just need to, what I love to do is I just used to say Gmail sign up, right? So if you're having a blank browser, all you just need to do is hit on Gmail sign up, and you're going to see a lot of options. Now, the general idea is if you have a sign in means that you have an account and you want to log into. and then sign up means you want to create an account. So any of them actually does the job for you. So I'll just click on create an account, and I will come here just to click on that create an account. I don't know, I don't want it to take me to, it's because I already have an account. So I'm coming, so let me use this. So I already have an account, and so it's going to try to log into the current good. You can see what I'm saying, and I don't actually want to log out to it. So you can see at the side of this tab are all the tools, right? You can see we have more from Google. You can check them all out. So but what I want to do in here is I just want to click on, okay, okay, so I'm coming. So I'll just click on this and click on add an account. So yours will not be the same with this, but the moment you are using it on a browser that does not have any Google account, it's not going to bring you to this point. It's not going to bring you to this point you are seeing, because the reason it's showing me this is because I am using a Google account, right? I already have a Google account in here. So but basically this is how it's supposed to take you to, right? So I just had to go and click on add an account. So all you need to do is click on this create an account, and it's going to ask you, who are you creating this account for? Are you doing for personal? Are you doing for your child? So if you have a child and you want them to have an account, right? All you need to do is do this, and it's going to give you like a parental guidance for the account. So the account will be managed inside of your own, and the day they hit 18 years old, because yes, you must be 18, right? That's the general rule. Outside being a child, you must be over 18. You can hand over the account to them. You can grant them details. In fact, they will remind you that, okay, your child will be 18 tomorrow. Oh. Do you want to grant them access to their account, like give them full ownership? So when you state that, it will give them full ownership of the account. So depending on whatever use you want to, if you want to use it for your business, fine and good. But in this case, I'll just hit on the personal. So the first thing is your name, right? You're going to give it your name. So I'll just have this and this, right? So my first name and my last name, and it's going to ask for my date of birth. It's actually very, very simple. It's not supposed to, take a lot of time. So it's even going to give you suggestions, right? So you might come in to create your emails. Please, I'm begging us, in this time and age, your emails should be professionally built. You have no business going to, okay, for anybody that cannot see my screen, please log out and log in, right? Right, log in and log out. So someone is asking if I'm the host. I'm actually the host in the account. So but I don't actually know why I cannot record the class. It's even showing me that I can't record, but it's on the paid plan, so you're not allowed to record. So I'll sort that out. So please, if you can't see my screen, just log out and log in again. It's going to, maybe it's your network. So you can now decide to pick um what email you want to have. So I can decide to say this is my email, project20k, right, at gmail.com, right? So if the email is taken, for example, let's say at in this, right? If this email is taken, is you can see it's not even taken self. So but let me just give a very popular name. I know that this would have been taken. So it's going to tell you that the email has been taken. I don't know. Okay, it's not popping, but let me just hit on next. You can see, sorry, your username, okay, must be between 6 and, okay, let me just do this. You can see this username is not allowed. Why? Because basically it's because it has been taken. So but you can come in, just add, if you don't want to use what they are giving you, you can just decide to, ah, it's already taken here. Let me just add this and hit on next. So then the next thing is going to ask you is your password, right? So it's your password. So you hit on next, and it's going to ask you if you want a recovery email. I always advise that you have a recovery email, so that in case somebody or you actually do not have access to this email, you can use this recovery email to be able to log into your account, so you can see. So next, so it allows you to create, and sometimes it will tell you to put your phone number. I don't even know why this is not even it's not telling me to put a phone number, but you can see that it's as simple as ABC. This is just how to create your account. And remember, I told you something. The moment you create your account, you can see they are telling us to add a recovery phone number here, right? The moment you create your account, you are entitled to all the Google tools that we have in